Assalamu alaikum everyone, it's me MONZER and my friends DINAH, Asyraf and IRISS. Today we are excited to talk to you about esterification reactions, especially how they are used in the production of perfumes and flavorings. But first, let's dive into the basics of esterification. So, if you are wondering what is esterification, esterification is a chemical reaction where an alcohol and a carboxylic acid combine to form an ester and a water. This reaction is represented by the general equation as you can see over here: R hydroxide, which is alcohol, and RCOOH, which is acid, which will give us an ester, and H2O, which is water. Esters are key players in our daily lives. They are responsible for the delightful aromas and flavors in many of our favorite foods and perfumes. Whether you are enjoying a fruity candy or smelling a fresh fragrance, esters are often behind those experiences. So let's talk about the isomyl acetate, commonly known as the banana oil. This ester has a distinctive banana-like odor, making it a popular choice in both the food and fragrances industries. In flavorings, isomyl acetate is used to give a banana taste to candies, baked goods, and other food products. It's what makes banana flavored candies taste so authentic. In perfumes, its fruity scent is highly valued. It adds a fresh, sweet note to many cosmetic products, making them smell more appealing. The compounds involved in creating isomyl acetate are isomyl alcohol, also known as 3-methyl-1-propanol, and acetic acid. The chemical reaction can be simplified to C5H12O, which is known as, you can say, isomyl alcohol, plus CH3COOH, which is acetic acid. And it will give us C7H14O2, which is isomyl acetate, plus H2O, and it's water. Now let's explore how isomyl acetate is produced. The process involves an esterification reaction where isomyl alcohol and acetic acid react in the presence of a catalyst, typically sulfuric acid, to speed up the reaction. The production process can be broken down into several steps. First is mixing. Isomyl alcohol and acetic acid are combined with the sulfuric acid. This mixture is the starting point for the esterification reaction. Proceeded by the heating, which is the mixture is heated to promote the reaction. The heat helps the alcohol and acid molecules to react more effectively. Thirdly, separation. Once the reaction is complete, the resulting mixture contains both the desired ester and water. These are separated by distillation or extraction, which isolates the isomyl acetate from the rest of the mixture. Last but not least, the purification. The final step is to purify the isomyl acetate to remove any impurities, ensuring that the ester meets the required standards for use in products. On the slide, you can see the diagram that summarizes these steps, giving you a visual overview of how isomyl acetate is produced.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Asyraf and I'm gonna explain to you about mechanism of isoamyl acetate. Protonation of the carbonyl group, glacial acetic acid reacts with sulfuric acid, a strong acid, protonating the carbonyl oxygen of acetic acid, increasing its electrophilicity. Second, nucleophilic attack by isoamyl alcohol. Isoamyl alcohol, a nucleophile, reacts with the carbonyl carbon of protonated acetic acid, forming a tetrahedral intermediate. Number 3, proton transfer. Proton transfer within the tetrahedral intermediate stabilizes it and prepares it for water loss, often facilitated by an acidic medium. Number 4, formation of the ester. The collapse of the tetrahedral intermediate results in the elimination of water, H2O, and the formation of the ester, isoamine acetate, aided by the acidic medium. And finally, deprotonation. Finally, the protonated ester loses a proton, deprotonation, to yield the neutral ester product, isoamyl acetate. Now let's talk about benefits of isoamyl acetate in food flavorings. Provides a pleasant banana or fruity flavor to a variety of foods and drinks like honey, butterscotch, artificial coffee, and beverages. Second, consider a natural flavor since it can be produced via enzymatic or fermentation processes in addition synthesis to a chemical. Number third, has low toxicity compared to many other solvents and chemicals used in food production.
So next application that our group choose is vanillin acetate in vanilla scented perfume. Vanillin, or other name of it is ethyl vanillin, is a phenolic aldehyde organic compound, which is its functional groups includes aldehyde, hydroxyl, and ether. And vanillin is the primary component of the extract of the vanilla bean. So for the vanillin acetate is actually an ester formed from the vanillin and acetic acid reaction. So it belongs to the class of organic compounds known as phenol esters, and these are aromatic compounds that contain a benzene ring that's substituted by a hydroxy group and an ester group. So how does it taste actually? So basically it tastes like sweet, creamy, and heliotropic tasting compound. So for your information, heliotropic meaning that has a sweet, floral, and nutty scent that akin to the vanilla or almond. So it has a strong aroma or with balsamic undertones and a hint of spice and woodiness. So for the esterification reaction for forming the vanillin acetate, it actually requires a catalyst such as that we use in this reaction is sulfuric acid. So the functions of sulfuric acid that acts as a catalyst in these reactions is basically functions to facilitate the formation of the ester bond between the ethyl vanillin, or the other name of it is vanillin, and acetic acid molecules. And this esterification reaction is really important in the synthesis of vanillin acetate, which is used famously in the perfumery manufacture. So next is the production process of how vanillin acetate perfume is made. So it requires 4 main steps, which are collection, extraction, inflorescence, and expression. So the first step is collection. As we know, before the manufacturing process begins, the initial ingredients must be brought to the manufacturing center. So the vanilla beans are harvested from around the world and oftenly handpicked for their fragrance. So the second step is extraction. Extraction in steam distillation. Steam is passed through plant material health in a still, whereby the essential oil turns to gas, and this gas is then passed through tubes, cooled, and it is liquefied. So the oil extracted by boiling plant substances like the vanilla beans in water. Then the beans are then immersed in a vat called an extractor. Then it will wash with an ethanol and sulfuric acid for the esterification reaction to happen and produce a vanillin acetate. After that, the oil will dissolve in the alcohol and rises, and heat is used to evaporate the alcohol, which once fully burned off, it will leave a higher concentration of the perfume oil on the bottom. So next is inflorescence. Inflorescence is basically a technique that extracts the scents and oils from the flower plants. So the vanilla bean flower are spread on the glass sheets coated with grease, and the glass sheets are placed between the wooden frames in tiers. Then the flowers are removed by hand and changed until the grease has absorbed their fragrance. So the final step of this process is expression. Expression is the oldest and least complex method of the extraction. So the fruit or plant, which is vanilla beans, is manually or mechanically pressed until all the oil is squeezed out.
Alright, my name is DINAH. So next, we will learn how the mechanism for vanillin acetate works. In order to produce vanillin acetate, the first step in the mechanism is the protonation of acetic acid by sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid protonates the carbonyl oxygen of acetic acid, increasing the electrophilicity of the carbonyl carbon. Second is the nucleophilic attack by vanillin. The hydroxyl group of vanillin attacks the carbonyl carbon of the protonated acetic acid. As the nucleophilic attack completes, a tetrahedral intermediate will be formed. Next is the dehydration step. The intermediate formed previously will lose a molecule of water facilitated by acidic condition to form the ester linkage. Lastly is deprotonation. The ester product is deprotonated to stabilize the molecule, resulting in the formation of vanillin acetate. So at the end of this mechanism, we can simplify the overall reaction as vanillin plus acetic acid will form vanillin acetate and water as byproduct. The acidic conditions provided by sulfuric acid drive the equilibrium towards ester formation by continuously removing water from the reaction mixture. Vanillin acetate has a lot of benefits in perfumery industry. Some of the benefits is versatility. Its pleasant aroma and excellent blending properties make vanillin acetate a versatile ingredient in perfumery, suitable for a variety of fragrance types and formulations. Secondly, stability. Vanillin acetate is more stable than vanillin itself, particularly under conditions of light and heat, making it a preferred choice in a perfumery formulations that require long shelf life. Last but not least, vanillin acetate is cost effective. Synthetic vanillin acetate is typically more cost effective than its natural counterpart, making it accessible for use in a wide range of products, from luxury perfumes to more affordable fragrance options. In a conclusion, the esterification process is crucial in the creation of banana flavors and vanillin perfumes. In banana flavor production, esters like isomyl acetate are synthesized, giving the characteristic fruity aroma. For vanillin perfumes, esterification helps in modifying vanillin to enhance its fragrance profile and stability. Both applications showcase the importance of esterification in producing desirable scents and flavors in the food and fragrance industries.